Hello, welcome to some recall. Today we are going to solve this leet code problem named non-overlapping intervals. So at first we will try to understand the problem in depth, then we will try to develop one algorithm according to our understanding, then we will going to code it out. Okay, so let's get started. So let's try to understand the problem first. Okay, so it's saying that we will be given one two-dimensional array named intervals, and you can see that now we need to find the minimum number of intervals you need to remove to make the rest of the interval non-overlapping. So basically, let's try to understand for the first example only. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, so this is our first problem, example one, right? So you can see that this is our two-dimensional array, input array, and this is the start state. Then second one is the end state. Okay, so we can draw the state kind of state diagram like this. So we have link between 1 and 2, then again we have 2 3, then 3 4, and we have 1 3. But you can see that in this case, so this thing is overlapping, right? This one is overlapping with this and this, right? So we need to remove. So there should not be any overlapping, right? So there should not be any overlapping edges or overlapping connection. Okay, so we need to remove. So we have two options. We can remove either these two, 1 and 2, 1 2 and 2 3. So if I remove these two, then our remaining set array will be look like this. So one should be 1 and 3, then again I can see there should be another one 3 to 4, right? So whenever I will remove 1 2 and 2 3, and I can have another option, I can directly remove the 1 3, and then if I remove 1 3, then it will be like this, right? 1 2, then again 2 3, then again 3 4, right? So there can be two options to remove, right? But we need to see that we should remove, we should keep the maximum number of tasks, right? So you can think this like a task. So we should keep maximum number of tasks, and we should remove minimum number of tasks, right? Overlapping tasks. So in this case, we should go with the option 2, because here we can execute 3 tasks, and we are removing just one task, right? But in this case, we are removing 2 tasks and executing 2 tasks. So our answer will be the second one, 1 2 2 3 3 4, and we are removing one task, so that is 1 3. So we need to return 1 only in this case, right? So that's the problem statement. So this is how the state diagram looks like. So then how can we solve it? So let's think about that. So we can see that each and every task has two properties, right? Start time and end time. So what we can do, we can sort all the tasks, right, according to the start time probably. So if I sort it, how it will look like? So this is our input array, right? So I will sort it out. Okay, sort it according to our start time. Okay, so after sorting, it will be look like this, right? 1 3, then again 2 3, then again 3 4, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to sort the input array according to its start time, right? So based on start time, we are going to sort it. So after sorting, it will look like this, right? 1 2 1 3 2 3 3 4, right? Now we are going to follow the greedy approach. So at first I will pick the first one. So probably I took this task 1 2, right? Now I need to, so suppose I pick this task and I know its end time is 2, right? Now I will start checking for the next one, right? So I will find this is my next task, right? So again I will check that is for the next task, is the start time is less than our end time of the current task. So currently our end time is 2, right? But for the next task, you can see that it started on the first second only, right? In the position 1. So I know, okay, so these two tasks are overlapping, right? Because the start time of the second one is less than the end time of the first one, right? So we have two options, right? So we have two tasks. One is ending at 3, another one is ending at 2, but both are starting at 1. So that means these two tasks are overlapping tasks. So now I need to make decision. Which one should I pick? So I should pick that one in which our end time is less, right? So I can see between these two, the first task 1 to 1 will complete fast, right? So I will be greedy here, right? So I am going to pick this task, and I am going to remove this task, because this task will end fast than the second one, right? The second one will be end at 3, but this one will end at 2 only, right? So we are going to pick this one. So we are going to pick this one, and we are going to remove 1 3. Then again I will come here 2 3, right? For 2 3 again I can see that so my end time is 2, right, for the first task, and I can see that the next task is not overlapping because its start time is not less than the end time of our previous task, right? So it's 2 3 kind here to here, right? and it's not overlapping because whenever the task 1 will end, 1 2 will end, then after that we will start 2 3, right? So there is no overlapping connections. So we will now, our new end time become 3, right? Now I will check for the next task 3 to 4. So again 3 to 4 I can see there is no overlapping because whenever this 2 3 will end, after that only 3 4 will start, right? So this is the way we can solve it, right? So this is the algorithm. So let's write code using Java, then we will again do code walkthrough and try to analyze the time complexity. So we can use arrays.sort inbuilt Java methods, and since it's not a primitive type, so it's, since we are sorting array, so basically we need to define our own comparator. So let's define that quickly. And so we need to override our existing compare method. So let's do that again. So it should be return type should be int, and we are overriding the compare methods, and in this case we are passing two array, right? We are comparing between two arrays. So let us name it as a and b. So int a and then int b. Then now we need to just check the first index value, right, or start time value, right? So let's do that. Return a 0, since we are considering the start time, right, minus b 0. So using this we are just sorting it out, right? So we are sorting our input array based on our start time, right? And here we are dealing with integer array of integers. So let's write that also. Okay, so once we are done, so that means we are done with our sorting, right? So using these 3 or 4 line codes, we are just sorting it our array, right, input array, and it will look like this. So now we need to perform our greedy algorithm, right? So what we need to do, so we need to take 2 more variable. One will be the remove, in which we are going to counting the remove number of intervals we are removing. Okay, initially it will be 0, and we need to take the current end time, right? So basically in this case we are just going to we are going to pick the first element, and we are going to take the end time of the first element only, right? So for time being, right? So let's do that. So int end equals to, it should be intervals, and it should be 0 and comma end time 1, right? So we pick the first end value as my current end value, right, this one. Now we will start checking for the rest of the element, right, second, third and fourth element. So let's write one for loop for the same. So for int I equals to 1, again since we already considered the first element, again I should be less than intervals dot length, then again I plus plus, right? We need to iterate till end. So now I found this is my next element, right, and this is my current end time. Now we need to decide that whether these two intervals are these two tasks are overlapping or not, right? So how we can check that? So we need to write one if condition, and we need to take the current intervals I, and we need to consider the start time. If its start time is less than end time, current end time, then that means these two tasks are overlapping, right? So these two tasks are overlapping, right? 1 2 and 1 3, because 1 3 so 1 3 start 1, that's less than current end time 2, right? So 1 less than 2, that means that's overlapping task. So whenever we will find any task overlapping, we are going to remove that. So we are going to again remove count plus plus 2, and now we need to decide which task should I pick, right? So as we discussed earlier, whatever task will end first, we are going to pick that first, and other one we are going to remove, right? So let's do that. So we need to update our end variable. So we are going to take the minimum of those two tasks. So math.min, then again end, and again intervals. So we need to consider the end time, right? So whichever is ending first, we are going to consider that first, right? And other one we are going to remove. Else for the other scenario, like, so suppose I remove this one, right? Now my next task is current end time is 2, and next task is 2 3, right? Next start time is 2, right? So it's not overlapping task. So in this case, I am going to pick this task, and I am going to update over my end time as 3, right? Since it's not overlapping. So let's do that quickly. So end equals to intervals I 1, right? Again it should be I, not 0. Okay, I think that's pretty much. And once we are done with our for loop, we can return our count, right? So we can return remove count, right? So let's run our code and check whether it's compiling or not. I think it's compiling. Let's submit our answer and check. I think it's throwing some array index out of bounds for length 0, because we are not considering some edge cases, right? So there is some test cases where our interval array is empty, right? So we need to handle those things, right? So let's handle that quickly. How can we handle? So we need to just check initially, we need to check the length. If its length is 0, then we can directly return 0 from there only, right? So let's do that quickly. So it should be written 0. I think that's enough. Now let's submit and check whether it's accepted or not. Yeah, I think our solution is accepted. So let's check our time complexity and space complexity also. So you can see it's beating 99.90 Java submission. And let's do some time complexity analysis, right? So hope you understand the algorithm. So we can see that. So let's copy it quickly. Okay, so let's do some time complexity. Okay, let's do some time complexity analysis. Okay, let's do some time complexity analysis here. So you can see that at first we are sorting our array, right? To sort our array, so in Java it used to take order of n log n time, right, to sort it in best possible algorithm. So sorting will take order of n log n time, and then we are iterating for each iterating through each and every interval or task, right? So that will again take order of n time. So in this case our time complexity is order of n log n, right? And we are not using any extra space, so we are doing it in constant space. So the time space complexity is constant, right? I think that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.